Fam, you know the reason why I value my job in giving great customer service? Because the customer service from everywhere else is bullshit!
It's bad. It's bad. You don't realise how bad it is until you work.
Fam, I got mad yesterday. I called Sky.
Sky are the worst for customer service.
I called Sky. Oh my God. They've got some AI service before you even get to speak to anyone.
Oh.
I'm getting mad at the AI before I even get...
What? Don't say you were shouting at the AI.
Well, I wasn't shouting, but it's annoying. It's annoying. When you get through and, you know, as we know, when you want to cancel something, they're trying their hardest not to cancel. But by the time after the fourth call, because man was hanging up the phone on me because I wanted to make a complaint as well.
Have you got an account with Sky?
Yeah, got an account.
That's mad because there's a footprint. Every time you speak to someone, there'll be a footprint. So how they've got away with hanging up.
Sometimes I'm getting sent to India, Malaysia. You know, they got international calls. You know how loud doing it as well. But yeah, man. But yeah, we're here.
Yo, big up people, man. 2025.
2025's been an up and down year for quite a lot of us. If we're going to round it up, this is a roundup of the year, I suppose.
Yeah, I think prior to last week, I think 2025 was a good year, man. I think it depends how you look at it. Like, for Say It With Your Chest, I think it was a good year. For the podcast, I think it was a good year.
Yeah, and even for self-development, I'd say it was a good year. When I mean an average year up and down, I mean, for me, sometimes I felt like I've been in cruise throughout certain parts of the year and not really been moving forward, being comfortable in the situation I'm in. But it's on to another year soon. Everyone says, oh, next year. So 2026, but...
Do you agree with that though? Like, oh, next year, 2026 is my year, new me. Do you set like...
Nah.
What are they called now?
Goals, New Year's resolutions.
And that. Do you do all that?
Yeah, to stop smoking most of the time. That's the only thing I really use it for.
Well, that's how we started 2025, innit? We both stopped smoking.
Yeah, and we did, and we lasted, a couple of months?
Yeah, and then I think we got back into it and just got back to not how it was, but I think we took better control.
Oh yeah, sorry. We said wait until it starts recording before we take our t-shirts off, innit?
Go on, right, go on.
No, we're both taking our t-shirts off.
We're taking our coats off. I'm not taking off my t-shirt. Yo, I was trying to get some stripper shit started. You weird, man. Auntie, man. I'm glad you lot can see this fruitful behaviour that I've got to... You idiot. You're from Leeds, bro. Ref Leeds. Sort of foolishness, man.
Yeah, this isn't a football pod, but let me just see. You know what I mean?
You lot do this every season, though.
Oh wait,
and then we
have we got a Liverpool supporter in the house?
Nah, we still don't care about football.
No Liverpool. Oh, Leeds.
Come on,
right.
Leeds. But
it was a Liverpool
away from the foolishness.
Yeah, go on.
Back to the recap of the year. So we started off not smoking, training, whatnot. And then the podcast kind of, we had our first argument this year, didn't we, over the podcast?
Oh yeah.
We had a little bit of a tiff over the podcast.
An argument that lasted about a month.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Yeah, because I'm very stubborn, so I won't reach out first.
Yeah. Even though you did, I'm sure you reached out
I
first.
probably did, but it probably took me a while. So yeah, we had our first argument, which we got over, and then obviously because we was bickering, the podcast was affected, and then I think they did some refurbishments in the pod, so now we're in new settings that you lot can see. And then we got to the summer.
What?
And we got an offer to do a documentary on Chapel Town.
Yeah, but
financially seemed like a good thing to do.
Yeah, it was a very exciting prospect.
Yeah,
it was a good opportunity.
But it just didn't feel right. The people organised it, it just didn't feel like we were doing it with the right people, if I'm being honest and transparent.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel right. So that never came.
To me, like, if we remember, because now that we're going back, and this is the first time we haven't even really spoke about it much, even amongst ourselves, since it just fell off and nothing's happened with it. Just kind of put it in the back of my mind. But the more I think about it, I feel like it was a bit of a money grabbing scheme on their part.
Definitely, because
go on.
I got that once we started asking questions, it seemed, and the involvement of other people and stuff, not to go too much into detail, but it did seem like that's what it was for them. Like they were just preying on ghetto people that didn't have much sense.
Yeah, and then hopefully trying to basically exploit, make us do the hard work, say they're going to give us this much and they're probably going to get this much altogether and they've done nothing. But we don't know. We didn't sort out the finance, we didn't figure, but it was just a feeling. It's just a feeling that you get that sometimes, you know, they do try and exploit and take advantage of that you see as an opportunity.
Yeah, of course. I think
you see it as an opportunity and they can eat off it. And
I think some people
it's not really ethical.
Take advantage of people from poorer backgrounds, expecting you not to have no, you know, financial literacy or to have any, just to see figures and just jump at it and be like, oh wow, let's go on. I think that's what they expected from us, and when they seen that we had a little bit more about us, it was kind of guards was up and
we kind of knew our value. And to be honest, I think you've said this before, like good things come when you make good decisions. You said something like that. Or when you do things with a good heart, good things come, because we was trying to organise things in a way where we're not undervaluing ourselves, but also like we're not being taken advantage of. And when things didn't turn out, what's the next thing? Because I thought you were going to say it.
Yeah. So then that fell out. That opportunity fell through, which was a bit disheartening. Because it was a good, like I say, a good opportunity, especially off the back of the vlog I did with Jar on Chapel Town. I feel like this was going to be a bit more insightful and it'd shut up the people that were chatting rubbish about the vlog.
And it just give more of a history lesson from a perspective of the community rather than just your point of view.
Exactly, just my opinion and my knowledge based on my family's upbringing in Chapel Town.
What was it called? We was going to call it what? Blast from the Past?
Something along those
Is that what it was?
Something like that.
I just left the group not long ago.
But so then that fell through, and then we're getting into summer. I think we was recording a few episodes. Things were still a bit stagnant with the podcast, but we was recording and talking. No, what it was, we was talking about, right, since we've had a break, we need to come back and we need to change some things. So I think the scenery was one thing we wanted to change, and the frequency of the pods. So we wanted it to be a weekly thing so that people could stay in tune with us and we were in people's faces. But it felt for me like we weren't doing nothing for a period of time this year, and then so I started to jump on other people's pods, and then people started to think we'd stop doing this pod and I was just kind of doing my own thing.
Oh really?
Yeah, someone messaged me like, oh, I can see you doing your own thing now, what's happened with you and Courtney? And I was like, no bro, like Courtney's my dog, like aside from the podcast, that's the business.
So you didn't bitch about me?
No, I didn't. I should have.
Yeah.
I usually would have.
I know, I would have usually.
Because he was being serious. Like if it was a joke situation, and he maybe like dubbing you or something, then I would have jumped on and dubbed. But because he was being serious and he actually believed this, I thought, let me just kind of correct him.
Right,
and let him know that, nah, there's not going on. It's just we're stagnant, so I'm just keeping active kind of thing. So I jumped on the Verge pod, did the vlog with Jar, which got good traction and stuff, and kind of kept us a little bit relevant. And then Daniel Lucas, who we used to record with in some of the early episodes you'll all see, we used to record with Daniel from Aligned Graphics, and he shouted me saying, the organisers of the Black Music Festival, for those who don't know, that's the Sunday of Carnival, so the music festival in the park, want to speak to you. I think they want you to do some vlogging or something. But I was a bit confused because in July 2024, we recorded for we did the take it to the stage.
Yeah, exactly.
So we was like the host, not the host, sorry. There was a main host on the main stage, and they had we were like the hype men. So we was interviewing people behind stage.
I would have said backstage host or something
the
like that.
backstage host.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way.
But you know, same thing though, hype man.
Yeah. So we was behind like hyping them before they got on stage and getting a bit of content. But then they didn't holler us this year. But then I don't know if I mentioned it to you, but then on the day, it was so we have our kids every weekend, don't we? On the same weekend. On the day it was a weekend, we had the kids, and I was with the kids, and I'm making dinner, and then I got a missed call, and I seen it, and I was like, "What?" It was from Take It to the Stage Instagram page.
Yeah.
And I thought, you can't be ringing me to come today.
No.
So
without saying nothing prior.
So I just thought I'm not even answering it. I'm just ignoring it. Like, show me some respect, kind of thing. And that's not disrespect to you. Like, it's just how I stand in it.
Now, come on. If you was ringing us for that reason, like, you can't just, like, come on, we've got lives.
Yeah.
Like, you need to book man and treat man with respect.
Yeah. Put some value on us.
Yeah.
So then, I didn't answer. And then a couple of days later, I got a call from Daniel, and he's like, "Oh, they've been trying to get hold of you, where. So I'm saying, but I've changed numbers at this point. I'm in the transition of changing numbers. So I've got in contact. So then I said, "Oh, give him." He's contacted me on social media, so I said, "Oh, I'm using this number." So he's rang me. I think he's done a 3-way call with me and Tasha and himself. And then they were Tasha is asking us. Initially, they wanted us to do like a vlogging thing.
Yeah.
So we'd be behind stage interviewing like the artists and the host or whatever else. And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." But for that, they were on a tight budget, so they was like, "Oh, we won't be able to." We won't be able to give you anything for it. I was like, it's fine this time around, look man, it's an opportunity. Once you see what we can do this year, then we'll talk figures then.
Yeah.
She's like, fine, no problem. And then we're talking, and then randomly in the call she's like, "Oh, we're looking for a host this year, would you guys be interested?" And then that was it. I was like, would we be interested? I'm saying, this is what we do. This is our calling.
I was gassed when I heard that news there.
Yes, I was selling it like, this is what we do. This is what, like, we are the men for this job. This is us. And she's like, well, I need to speak to Thingy. And we didn't have much content to give her. So it was a big leap of faith, her taking a shot on us, because
you're right.
She didn't know us. It was just Lucas saying we're capable, and then me giving her a bit of a sales pitch. On how
we did have content. Let's be realistic, but the content was
of hosting. We have
content okay.
Yeah, we've got podcasts and stuff like that where they can see our personality, but hosting and podcasting are totally different.
Yeah, of course.
So we didn't have nothing. So she said, "Oh, I'm going to speak to Rachel and the rest of the team and get back to you." So I'm saying, "All right, no problem." So it's been a week, maybe 2 weeks. I'm thinking, right, I hadn't heard nothing from her. Not looking good. And then she's rang. Like, yeah, I would just like to offer you the opportunity. And I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. Like, it meant so much.
And is that when you rang me?
That's when I rang you. So I didn't want to give you the hype.
And gas it up. You just waited.
Waited until we had a confirmation. So that's when I rang you and said, "Yo, listen, we're being offered to do Black Music Festival." And then you cried. He cried.
I didn't cry, man. Bit of tears watered up in my eyes and
cried,
shit.
Man. It's cool, men cry, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
All I said was, "Yo, tears are welled up in my eyes. Tears of excitement."
He cried.
You don't try to say I cried.
He cried.
Nothing even rolled down. How can you even say that? We're on the phone.
He cried. So then we've done the August thing.
Yeah.
That went really well. And then off the back of that, we started podcasting again. Weeks we shouted and saying, "Yo, got an idea. New location for the pod, where. So I was like, yeah, man. So we come, new settings, as you lot can see, new camera, everything, new mics. So everything's going good. Podcast, we've started doing weekly, getting consistent again, weekly content. And then all while this is happening, like I've said on other podcasts, my dad's drinking heavy. And I've found a letter in this time from the hospital saying, he's got liver damage. No, there's some findings. You need to get in contact with us. So I'm going in the front room, because my dad used to stay in the front room. I'm going in the front room saying, "Yo, Dad, you've got a letter from the hospital, you need to give him a ring." I can't ring on his behalf.
Yeah.
It's my belief anyway. Someone might be able to correct me, but I didn't think I could believe him on his behalf, so I've given him the letters. I don't think he's doing anything with the letters because he's not shouting me to go to hospital or nothing. So all through this, so then we're getting consistent, cutting through, getting towards the end of the year, and I'm saying to you, yo, we're getting towards the end of the year now. I think we should wrap up the year because I'm still gassed off of the podcast hype. We've done Carnival. For me, everything else is irrelevant. It's been a good year. We've done Carnival, you get me? So I'm saying, yo, big with the man, let's recap, man. And I feel like even off the back of Carnival, people starting to show some respect because I feel like in this social media space or in this, I don't even know how to phrase it, but I just feel like people don't really put respect on us properly. You get me? I feel like, I just don't feel like we're respected how we should be respected. Personally, that's just for what we're doing, shit.
Yeah,
but I think
get what you're saying.
It happens, innit? We're not just
anything, man.
You get me? So I feel like from that, people started to, these lot are something now. So the people started putting a bit of respect on us. Yeah. So then we started getting more and more people shouting me to organise to get them on the pod. And it was like good calibre of content as well. It wasn't just like people that didn't have any clout and stuff. So it was good for the pod and good for them. So I was like, yeah, man, things were just falling into place in that side. But then obviously you have the podcast is going good, but then you have the real world in it, and the real world still was fucked. Where I'm just putting on a smile, but that like Dad's gone from being on Chapeltown Road and people seeing him drunk and the way he was to being at home more. So it's getting better for me because it's not on road. So I can kind of contain it, but he's still drinking heavily, doing whatever. And then October, November. Then November comes. Monday the 17th. No, it was like the Saturday or the Sunday actually. He's obviously I'm not gonna lie in it. I'm not gonna come on the podcast and sugarcoat shit and pretend like things was one way and there wasn't. So my dad shouted me on the 17th, like no, on the weekend of the prior to the 17th. So let's say the 15th, 16th, and he's like, oh, man, I got pain in my chest. But me and my dad wasn't on. We spoke, but I was still a bit pissed off with him that he's drinking, he's let himself go, and he's doing what he's doing. So it was just a weird comment. So he's like, oh, I got pain in my chest. And I'm saying, yeah. I'm saying, do you want me to ring an ambulance? He's saying, nah, I'll be good. I'm saying, so if it gets worse or it doesn't improve, we're gonna have to ring an ambulance. So he's saying, all right, cool, no problem. But even for my dad to reach out to me, it should have been a red flag because my dad he's not really one that asks for help or he's one of them old school men.
He just wouldn't have said anything. So the fact that he's got a call telling you there's a chest, and then
I maybe should have reacted a bit faster
and picked up that he was worried.
Yeah. So then he's done that, and then that's the weekend. And Monday morning, I normally go gym on my way to work, so you leave the house about 4:35. Normally go gym, and then this time I said I'm not gonna go gym today. And I went into the front room, went downstairs. Dad's not in the front room, so I'm thinking, he's probably gone shop for a beer. So then fucking gone in the kitchen. My man's on the kitchen floor, but like sat up on the kitchen floor. I said, no, what's up? Can't you get up? He's like, nah. So I've grabbed him. So I said, do you want me to help you get up? He's like, yeah. So I've grabbed him, but when I'm trying to get him up, he ain't got no strength to get up. No strength in his legs, so I'm picking him up. And so I've literally had to pick him up. And then I'm like holding him. Do you know like when you get in someone spotting you when you squat? When you hold the sides?
Yeah, basically under his
armpits.
armpits.
I'm holding the sides while he's walking from the kitchen to the front room, which is only a short distance. We're struggling to get there, but we're talking. This is the key point. We're talking. This is Monday, we're talking. So he's laid down on the sofa, chilling. I've gone upstairs. Rang my manager at work saying, look, I found my dad on the floor. I won't be making it to work today. I've ended up ringing 111. And I've rang 111 and obviously they're going through the relevant questions and shit. And then they've sent an ambulance. So then they've sent an ambulance now. So Dad's laid on the sofa, and I'm asking him, obviously when I'm on the phone to them, I've got to ask him questions, and he's answering them, but my dad's a man who can talk in his sleep.
Yeah.
So he's answering the questions, but they're not. He's not like if I ask you a question, you're gonna his answers are very closed. Yes, kind of yes, no, kind of. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can really gauge from it. So then, I'm just thinking, oh, he's drunk. You get me? I'm not really thinking into it. And then then the ambulance people have come, so I'm giving them a hand. He's been the same, but he's been a bit more off with them. Like they're trying to, do the relevant checks, so they're putting something in his ear and he's grabbing it off of them, and he's getting mad with them. Yeah. So I'm thinking, oh, he's just drunk then. Yeah. Because he just don't want to be fucked with. He just wants to sleep off the drink. So I think, note of it. So then they're like, if he's not being, we can't really gauge it. He's not giving us enough. We might have to take him in, And I'm thinking maybe it's the best thing for him because he's had this liver thing. He hasn't thingied. I know he doesn't really want to go into hospital. But he's had these ongoing things and we don't really know. And he's not going to allow. It's difficult. People will watch this and not understand. But like certain older black men, they don't want help. You get what I mean? Like they kind of want to be left alone. And the more you try and force yourself on them, the more they get aggressive and they don't want that from you. You get me? So I'm thinking he don't really want this, but anyway, they've taken him into hospital Monday, and I've said to him, I'm gonna clean up and whatnot because I just needed a moment. You get me? Because I so to go back, take some back steps. Obviously, since my mum died, I've always kind of looked at, I've kind of expected my dad to die. So from that point, I've always been like prepared. So let's say we go out on a night out, I'll walk in the front room and I'll bust the door expecting the worst. And then when I don't get the worst, it's like...
It's like the trauma, innit?
It's a trauma. But I didn't... It's funny you say trauma, because I was talking to my cousin the other day and he was saying, oh yeah, that's your trauma. But I've never looked at it as trauma. But yeah, the trauma of finding my mum dead, I always expect the worst, so I kind of prepare myself mentally. Like,
especially with the lifestyle that he lives.
And exactly, so I'm expecting at any moment. So in my mind, I'm mentally preparing. And then, like a month or two ago, I said, right, I'm going to start, he's not looking good, so I'm going to start putting, not much, but a little sum out of my wage to one side, because I don't think he's got life insurance and things in place for the funeral, so I'm going to start. So I started doing that. And then Monday happened, so he's gone into hospital. So I've gone up later on, took some clothes up and stuff for him. And he's still in A&E, so I've stayed with him for a few hours. And then I've gone to go see my kids. And then, was it Monday? Yeah, I've gone to go see my kids, and then I've gone home, gone to work, and then I've rang the hospitals whilst I'm at work, because I'm thinking, they're going to check him out. He's in the best place he can be. Let me go back to work and get back to normality. So I've rang the hospital. So I've had a team.
So this was on Monday, the same, or was it Tuesday?
Tuesday. So I've gone to the office. So I went in the office on Monday. Yeah. So then I've gone to work the Tuesday.
Right.
Going through work as normal, and then I've had a meeting towards the end of my shift for like the last hour or so of my shift, and then we've had like 10 minutes at the end of the meeting. Sometimes the manager will give you that, so you can before you go on the phone. So I've gone on so I thought, let me ring the hospital and see where I go on. So I've rang the hospital. They're like, oh yeah, we need to speak to you. You need to get to the hospital ASAP. So I'm thinking, fucking hell. I'm not even driving these times, so I'm jumped on the bus.
Yeah.
Told my manager, but it's hit me straight away. I'm expecting
the
way they're talking, like, yeah, we need to speak to you. Like, come on, bro, I've watched ER and all these things.
Yeah. The fact that they couldn't tell you on the phone and you had to go in.
I know, it's serious to get me. So I'm at work. I told my manager I'm logging up my computer, and obviously tears are coming in my eyes, and there's a brother next to me, and he's Like, yo, you good? And I'm saying, yeah, I'm good, man, I'm good. And then I fucking gone to the hospital, and then they've taken me into a room, sat me down, they're like, yo, basically, your dad's got liver damage, and he's not eligible for a transplant. So I'm saying, okay. And they've explained why. So they're saying, obviously, to be eligible for a liver transplant, you've got to have not drank for 6 months. He clearly had drank within the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Also, if he was to go through that operation, they don't think his body will be strong enough to survive. So they're saying, yeah, so a liver transplant's out of the window. So I'm saying, okay, cool. So then they're like, also, if your dad's heart stopped working, heart stopped, we're not going to give him, we're not going to resuscitate him. I'm saying, so I'm not getting mad. I'm saying, hey, what do you mean you're not going to resuscitate him? How can you sit here and tell me you're not going to do everything you can to keep my dad alive?
Yeah.
Like, that's my dad. And they're like, if we resuscitate your dad, he'll end up in intensive care, and he's probably going to end up basically a cabbage.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's probably not going to be worth it for you. I'm saying, I respect you guys for having this conversation, because I know it can't be easy.
Yeah.
Doing your job.
Like, and telling them and being fully honest.
But I'm saying at the same time, I can't just say, I agree with that. Like, I need that. You can't just hit me with this and expect me to just answer now. Like, I need to process it.
But
So,
wait, just to clarify, they're not asking you.
They're telling me.
They're telling you.
They're not asking me, no.
Yeah,
they're not asking me, they're telling me. And he's, the mate, there's like a main doctor and a lady with him. And the main doctor's doing the talking, and he's telling me. But there's, in the conversation, I'm trying to take back a little bit of control, where, like, I'm saying in a polite way, you can't just tell me you're gonna end my dad's life. Like, I'm telling you, when it's time, you're not really telling, without being aggressive though, because I get that they deem us as these aggressive animals. So I'm kind of mindful of that at the same time. I'm just like letting him know, like, bro, you can't just come into me and tell me you're not going to do everything you can. He's my dad, he's not yours.
Yeah.
And we're having that conversation, and they've explained the case, and we've left, shook hands and stuff, and I've thanked him for the time and whatnot, gone back to my business. So I've gone and sat with him for a bit.
Was he conscious?
He was, I won't say he was, so he was breathing and stuff, but he wasn't responsive.
Right.
Get me? So he's breathing and stuff, but you can't, like, he's like semi-conscious probably. I don't know how to explain it. Luckily, my baby mum was quite assertive that day, so she's made my kids go see him.
Yeah.
And then I've come out of the hospital, I've run my cousin Sham. I said, yo, Sham. But have you ever seen that interview with Mike Tyson where he gets choked up and he's talking like this?
No.
I'm a Mike Tyson fanatic, so there's an interview where Mike Tyson, he's explaining something and he starts crying, but he's talking like. So I've run my cousin now and I'm saying, yo, Sham. And he's like, oh, go have Sanks, you sound like you got what I've got. And I'm saying, oh, one sec. And I've had to, like, compose myself, and I'm saying, yo, Sham, Dad's in hospital. You need to tell your mum to get to the hospital ASAP, bro. Like, it's not looking good. So he's like, cool, no problem. I said, also, can you ring around? Because I don't really want to have this conversation 9, 10 times. So he's, yeah, no problem. No. He's a good person, my cousin Sham. So he's rang around. So I've gone and chilled with the kids for a bit, and I think my aunties and stuff have gone up. And then when I've got there, my auntie Pat and I Silma were there. So the hospital's on me back again, saying, look, obviously before we've left, they said we're going to treat him like a live patient, so we're going to do everything we can do for him. Yeah. That's how we've left it. So they ran me back later on in the evening, like, yo, we're going to take him off all the treatment that he's getting, we're going to stop it now because it's not doing any good for him. He's actually declining. So we're going to stop him a bit more at ease. Obviously, we don't have a crystal ball, so we can't tell you, like, what's what, but it's not looking good. So I said, all right, no problem. He said, no, you might want to come back to the hospital. So I said, all right, I'll come back up. I'm dragging my feet a bit because I know what I'm coming back up for. And I don't just want to sit there and watch him die, you get what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I'm sat there and so I'm at the yard for a bit. Get up there about 11, 12. My auntie and my cousin, Auntie Pat and I, somewhere there. And you know, everything happens for a reason, you know. Like, my dad loves all his family and stuff, but he'd always talk about how family orientated Aunt Isoma was, and how much my Auntie Pat reminded him of my grandma and stuff, of his grandma, sorry.
Yeah,
Because my dad had a really good relationship with his grandma. So it was fitting that them two was there, and then fireworks. I thought that was a gunshot. So then so it was fitting that them two was there, and then I've reached out to my cousin Ebony, told her to tell Dave that obviously what's going on with my dad. They've reached out to me and they've come to the hospital. So I've got there like 12ish, 11, 12. My Auntie Pat's there. She's left at about 2, 3. And as she's leaving, Dave and Ebony are coming.
Yeah.
So I was always with somebody. So then they're there. It started snowing that day, like Wednesday morning. It started snowing. And
it did snow for a bit, innit?
I remember when we was in the hospital and obviously was chatting away and whatnot. Couldn't get a word in because obviously Dave was there, do you know what I mean? And
my man talk you to death, man.
and
yeah, go on.
Yeah, so then got to about 4ish. I'm getting a bit tired now, so I'm saying, I'm expecting to have time, so I'm saying, I'm gonna go yard, have a sleep, couple hours, get a wash, come back in the morning. I might do school, come back in the morning. Then I've woke up about 8 o'clock, bare missed calls from like a landline number and then my Auntie Pat. And I've woke up to Auntie Pat ringing me, so I've answered saying, I'll go on, Auntie. Saying, I don't think she'll get the words out. And she's kind of not beating around the bush, but she's kind of beating around the bush. And I'm saying, they died, yeah? She's saying, yeah. I'm saying, all right. And boom. Just hit me in it and started bawling and whatnot. I just needed a moment, man, to bun a spliff. Had a shot of rum. The spare match at 8 in the morning. So I'm just with my thoughts on that. Luckily for me, I didn't really have no regrets, and this is something that I've said to people, friends and family since, like, if you got on bad terms with your parent or your parents going through it or whatnot, be there as much as you can. Like, there's more I could have done for my dad, because obviously there was points where I had not resentment, but I was frustrated with his situation, frustrated that he's drinking, frustrated that he's not fixing up. So there was points where I probably could have done a lot more, you get me, but I was there and I did as much as I could. Not as much as I could, but I did. I feel like I did enough. And then the tough bit was having to tell my kids, because obviously Olivia, especially Olivia, middle daughter, because Olivia and my dad, mad close, you get me, like. I'd even go as far as saying that their relationship, their bond was tighter than my bond with both of them.
So I didn't know that though.
I
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not something I'm going to brag about. But I'd say their relationship was, yeah, man, that was her best friend, man. That was her best friend. So I knew it was going to be a tough pill for her to swallow. But again, mother of my kids came to the rescue and she brought the news to them, and it made life a bit easier for me in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just mad to see, man.
Yeah, it's a hard conversation to have, man.
It is, man. It's a tough pill to swallow as well, because like I say, bro, like, I've done podcasts about him drinking and shit, and like, I've spoke about the bad in it.
You got tissue.
I spoke about the bad of my dad, and I never spoke on a podcast about like the good. So that kind of hits you, man. It makes you think, fucking hell, bro. Because when you lose a parent or when you lose someone close to you, you kind of always have that regret. Like, you always beat yourself up. No matter who you are, you beat yourself up, and you're like, what if? And I think it's more so with people with suicide, where they're like, what if I would have reached out to him, if I would have extended my arm, could I have, they might still be here. So you always have that. But knowing that I've obviously been on podcasts and then I've talked about the bad and never really mentioned the good. I think actually I did one with Carl and I did briefly say, like, as much as I spoke about my dad's drinking and stuff, like, my dad's the man, bro. Like, don't get it twisted. When I split with my baby mum and I've got nowhere to stay because of my own faults, because I'm not with her because I've cheated. I've lost my yard because I fucking did something in the yard and ended up getting kicked out of the yard. So it's all self-inflicted. He's never turned his back on me like, you fucking idiot, fix up. He's took me in. You know. And always reached an arm out. Even a month or two ago, he shouted at me like, yo, obviously my car's off-road, like, yo, take my bank card, take some money out the bank and go get your car fixed. I didn't take the money off him. But it just kind of goes to show the character of my dad, in it. Like, it's easy to focus on the fact that he was an alcoholic, the fact, you know, losing my mum, the fact that I cheated on my mum and things weren't always great. It's easy to focus on them things, but when you deep it, bro, I was kind of lucky in a sense. Like, my dad was a man. My dad went out and made money and put money on the table. Even though he was battling all his demons, he always made sure. My dad paid for me and the kids to go. I'm a big man. I'm 30. You know, why are you paying for me to go on holiday? He paid for me and the kids to go see kids.
Yeah, man. He had an alcohol problem, but he wasn't a bum.
He wasn't a bum.
You know what I mean?
My kids come every other weekend. What I'm saying at my dad's. He could be drunk out of his face in the slum. As soon as he hears my kid's voice, he's jumping up, running shop. 3 bottles of Chris, 3 bottles of pop. Bam. Or he's shout, yo, do you need anything? Giving Olivia the card, she's going and getting food. Like, he always provided, bro. You get me? Always, until his dying day, he always provided. With an alcohol addiction. So one thing that I took from that is always provide, always, like, there's been times where both of us have been there, where we're arguing with the mother of our kids, and then, you know, it might be resentment and not sending the CSA money that month or do so. And when you think about it, that's a woman trait that we're doing, because as a man, regardless, you should always provide.
Should always handle your responsibilities.
Always handle your, but like, we're taking food out of our kids' mouth. We should always provide, and that's one thing my dad always did. He always provided, bro. Regardless whether he was drinking, him and my mum went on good he always provided. When I was 16, I wanted a gold chain. He bought me a gold chain. You know, I've had bare things, like, I needed to go on rugby tour. He provided. I needed this. He provided. Yeah, there was elements of my life, bro, where he's shown me things I didn't need to see. Showed me the dark side of life. Like, but he always provided, bro. Like, you know, and even some of the bad shit he showed me steered me away from badness. The first time I seen a gun was from my dad. When I was in primary school, someone was bullying my cousin, and my dad kept coming to me like it's mad as a kid, yeah. My parents had a different relationship with me. They'd tell me stuff like I was an adult. So my dad would come to me like, yo, this guy's bullying your cousin. And I'm just listening. And it's like, yo, he'd come to me again, yo, he's still bullying him. I've spoken to his mum, I've spoken to this person, we've spoken to that person. Nothing's changing, he's still troubling him. He's taking his car, burning out his car, doing this. Then one day he's come with a revolver. You know them guns where the fucking barrel pops out? And he put the bullets in. And he's shown me it. And I've held it. But a lot of people, you'd think, being exposed to that young, you'd want to be a gunman. I never wanted to be a gunman after that, you know. I'd seen a gun. I never strived to, like, it's not for camera in it, but yeah, I never strived to be a gunman. And I give that to my dad, bro. Like, me not being in jail, I think I've said on podcast, big up my uncle for his discipline and that. But with my dad, bro, my Uncle Lincoln and them, man, there, because my dad, from I was in school, if I didn't have nothing to do on the weekend, and he had a little weekend job, I'm going to go to the weekend job, to go labour, mix some mortar.
It's just like what you said, like he's a man's man, and even though he was going through his demons, he still worked. This day and age, people, like, you don't want to downgrade the importance and the effects of mental health, but when you come from a time where benefits isn't there, and no matter what mental health you're going through, you have to provide, you have to get up and work, then it's hard to get out of that sort of mentality. As opposed
to people like that, bro. Man,
trust me.
Just regardless of anything, they're providing. Like, yeah, man. There's a lot our generation of men can take from my dad and people of that generation or that stature that did the bit. Like, he was there, bro, present. Like, yeah, it wasn't always great, but he was there, bro. For 37 years, he stood by my side, bro, and did. If I said jump, he'd say, let's jump. He's jumping with me. If I'm like, bad decisions. And he was never like, I've had plenty of fuck-ups. He was never that guy that was on my ass, making me feel dumb and that. Like, he'd have a conversation with me about it, but he'd never belittle me or make me feel small for being stupid. Probably to other people. Because he used to slag off other people to me, so I know he was doing me to them, but I'm just believing it. And then I respect that because
I'd rather it that way.
Yeah, I'd rather it that
getting
way.
it directly from the dad and feeling stupid and embarrassed.
Yeah, and the thing is, it can have a long-lasting effect when it's direct. When it's, distant, it's like, didn't say it to me, it don't mean nothing. I don't even know if this person telling the truth. There's so much doubt.
Yeah.
Whereas when it's direct, there's no doubt. You're just taking it
you're just taking it
in. So yeah. Big up my dad, man. Big up my dad.
Yeah, big up Carl, man. Big up Pappa Sanks, man.
R.I.P. Pops, man. It feels weird even saying it, bro. And like, today's a mad one because I was gonna ring you on Weeksy. That's probably why I missed your call, because I went to my dad's, chilled up there for it. I was supposed to clean and ended up having a nap. And I was just saying, I don't feel like it. Like, I was supposed to go to a funeral today, R.I.P. Natty. Supposed to go to Natty's funeral today.
R.I.P. Natty.
And then the church, I said, I'll go to church, but I won't go to the after thing. And just see how you feel. And God's like, nah, it's not happening, man. I can't go. I can't do that. Because it just... Yeah, and for me as well, I don't want to be in the church and it's a Sankas show. Like, people are there for Natty. I don't want everyone coming up to me and, Sanka, like, sorry, condolence. Because even at the after bit, bare condolences and that.
Yeah,
I appreciate it and I feel the love, but it's my man's day and his kids' day.
Yeah.
So I want them to have their day. I don't want it to be about me. You get me? Like, my dad's going to have his day. So yeah, I just left it. I didn't go to the church. Had no intention of going to the grave because I think the grave's the toughest part. I had no intention of going to the grave. And then I'm down there, and then it's everyone thingy, and I'm wearing his hat, so it's mad for people probably seeing me in his hat and stuff. But yeah, man, it's fucking. It's a mad way to end the year, man.
It is, man.
I didn't predict it, bro. I knew it was coming eventually. You can't live the way he was living and last forever, but I didn't expect from Monday to Wednesday, he'd go in hospital Monday, Wednesday he's dead.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be in hospital now.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be in hospital for a minute, you get me, and then I'll just go, link him in hospital for a bit and, have time to... Like
even when I spoke to you, like, obviously when all that, and I rang you straight away, and, you rang me back or something, and then basically told me, like, when you said it's not looking good, like...
You don't think
I'm not thinking you're gonna be like saying the next day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally thinking it's not looking good. Oh yeah, we'll give it a few more days and then you'll tell me something else.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought it was gonna be that kind of keep updating people. But
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So the Monday he went in, I didn't even tell people he was in hospital straight away. I only rang people when I got it's not looking good. Because I thought I don't want to ring everybody and have the family running up to the hospital and stressing themselves out over this, and he might be out. He might have a few checks and then send him home. But, because like I said, I thought it was drink. I thought once he slips off the drink, they'd sort out whatever issues, run some checks, and send him home in a couple of days. So I was looking at it like respite for me, to be honest with you. That's why I didn't go to the hospital straight away. I thought, little moment, he would live it, because he wouldn't. Yeah, so I thought I'd sort out some of his stuff, take him some clothes up. Oh yeah, man.
Like,
God don't wait for no one, boy.
Like, saying it with my blood clot chest, like, before you're the age of 40, you've lost both parents. Bro. Like, there's no nice way to say it, and there's nobody would ever want to be in your position. But of course, there are people in it. Like,
yeah, there is. Like, I've got cousins who, big up Johnny and MP. They've been in this position for 16 years, bro. And Johnny's a year younger than me. MP's a year older than me. They lost their dad and my mum are brother and sister. They lost their dad in 2001. I lost my mum in 2006. They lost their mum in 2009. Her funeral was the day Amelia was born, my first child.
Freaking hell.
So, when I think about them kind of man there, it gives me a little bit of strength. Because it's like, yeah, your situation's kind of bad, so Sanks. You're 40 and you ain't got no parents. Like, my dad would have been 70 in February, sorry. His mum only died this year. His dad's still alive and his stepdad just turned 90 the 1st of November.
Yeah.
So his story is different to mine, you get what I'm saying? But, yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, see.
Like, if
you know what? That's what I was gonna say. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Like, not having no parents is mad, and it's something I'll have to get used to. But do you know what the roughest part is?
What?
Both my parents died, and before they died, they both seem to have lost the will to live. And that's the hardest part about it all, bro. That's like
you would have kind of preferred for it to have been a sudden death.
Cancer or anything, bro, like... And I'm not even saying I'd preferred it, yeah, but... When both your parents die and lose the will to die before they die, and you live with both of them parents, it makes you think... Bro, what the fuck? Are you a shit pet, son? Like, where are you going wrong? Because I'm a man, I'm real, bro. I don't fucking hide from my flaws. Like, I own my fuck ups, and it makes me question it, bro. Like, both your parents lost the will to live. Your mum and your dad lost the will to live.
And right now,
that's a tough pill to swallow.
And right now, you're feeling like the common denominator. Because you was living with both
of them, bro. Both of them, like... And it's shit, yeah, because I'm that guy, like, at work, every company I've worked for, they've always said, you're the glue, you're the person that livens everybody up, you make people that are uncomfortable, comfortable, and... But I couldn't do that for my parents, bro.
Yeah, it's just, you got to realise it's completely different. Like, work and home.
It is work and home.
Completely different things.
It's different. Yes. And I try not to beat myself up about it, but at the same time, see, it's like... Both my parents lost the will to live, and I lived with them at the time, bro. Like,
they're just that
I
fact.
make people happy in life. Our podcast is the happy podcast. Like, if you want therapy, you go on The Verge. If you want to laugh, you come to say it with your chest. And not to shit on you, but a lot of people, it's because I'm not gonna chat shit.
No, of course.
You've got people that gravitate, because I see them in the comments and even within other pods, they gravitate towards your humour and stuff. But I am that person in life, bro, where I make people smile, I make people laugh.
And your energy, man.
My energy, so it's like... Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, man. That's the hardest part of it. That and Olivia, like seeing the lost look in her eyes, and that she's fighting. I can see her fighting through it. That's the hardest part because my aunties and uncles and that, they seem alright. They seem alright. Like they've lost a sibling before. They've lost the mum this year. They seem alright. You know, they're at that age. They're probably dealing with it differently. They're probably being strong for me because they know I've been through it with my mum. So they're probably not even showing me the emotions. But yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, man. But do you know what helps though? Like, is people, like the love and the support. So like, I put something on Facebook, and it got bad, like 700 likes, 300 comments, and just seeing it just warmed my heart, bro. And then a man rang me, my dad's friend Leroy rang me the other day, and he was like, "Oh, my dad just played rugby for a team called Milford, and they asked my permission to put something on their website," and I was like, "Put something on there, man. That shit warmed my heart. Like, feel free, man. I like, thank you. Like, I felt grateful. So stuff like that helps, man, and you know, just the support. Like the other day, I was in cabin, and there's a guy called Ralph. I think his surname might be Claxton. But anyway, called Ralph. I've seen Ralph around for years. He worked in our youth club for a bit. And I remember my dad coming to work one day, buzzing. Like, yo, yeah. I seen that Ralph Claxton, and Ralph can dress. And they said, yo, Ralph was telling me I inspired him how to dress and rave, because my dad's thinking like, when my dad stepped out. He come to my daughter's christening, dressed better than me. He stepped out, it was a suit, man. Dan, dada.
Yeah.
That's definitely how I got my mum. And so but it was buzzing. And then the other day I'm in cabin and I see Ralph. And when I see people, like we see my brethren Ty earlier, and I didn't even mention to Ty that my dad, he don't even know my dad did. I didn't even mention it to him because it's weird. I don't want to burden everyone with my problem, bro.
Yeah.
You get me?
This is why.
And it's hard to like.
This is why, in a way, it's kind of good to just put it on Facebook, get it out the way, and let
and done.
So you don't have to keep repeating yourself and
yeah, and I think about other people's emotions as well. But where was I? I'm not even talking about Ty first. I'm about someone else or Bravo.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Can't even remember. Yeah, I lost my trail of thought, man. But yeah, it is. It's a mad thing, bro. It's a mad thing, man. It's a mad thing. But the good thing is that's come out of it all is I burnt a lot of bridges and fell out of a lot of family, and like you know what, how I get sometimes ignorant. I've got a no nonsense attitude. I kind of, if you fall out, fuck you in it. I'm kind of like that sometimes. But a lot of my family and that I've fallen out with have reached out to me, man, and sent the condolences. Like, I'm back close with a few of them, most of them. So that's a good thing that's come out of it. To be fair, it's built some bridges. And
yeah, it's kind of brought people. It's brought family together, innit?
Yeah, I won't say it's brought family together, but I think it's mended those bridges for me. I won't say it's brought family together. I think there's still a lot of work to bring both sides of my family together, to be honest. But
if that work's ever going to be put in, but really, it's a family pain shared by every family member. So
yeah,
obviously that's going to bring them together, even if it's momentarily.
And then this is what I've said to like my aunties and uncles and stuff. I'm saying, listen, they know me as Jermaine. I said it's not the Jermaine show, you know. Like anything you want implemented in the funeral or just say, man. It's not about me. As much as it's my dad, he's your brother. You get me? So, yeah, man, but... Yeah, a bit of a shit way to end the year. But we'll always find a positive in every negative. We'll always find a way to smile through the bullshit. It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah, man.
And he's happy now, man. He's at peace now, man. R.I.P. Pops, man.
Again, that's a positive way to look at it, man. R.I.P. Carl, man.
And you have to, bro,
Real
man.
talk.
It's either that or crumble. And there's no time for that one.
Because, like, when you said, like, both times they lost the will to live and you know, your mum lost the will to live, like, it was still a shock.
Of course it was massive.
For when it happened. And I don't know, because I think when I asked you, you said, you know, it's you're not really in shock. Like, obviously,
My dad.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen you cry. You know, like you to me, when I was ringing you, you know, you was handling it pretty well. But obviously, it just takes time to hit you, and I felt that you know, shock can sometimes last for days. You know what I mean?
But do you know what it is?
Weeks.
I think with this, I've mentally prepared myself, so I thought I was prepared, and then, like I said, on the Tuesday when the doctors said they need to speak to me, I broke down. Then when he died, that's the first time my kids have seen me cry. So I cried, hugged my kids. Big up my baby, my mother, my kids as well. She's been amazing, man. She's been amazing throughout this, like.
Yeah.
She's been sick. And then so I was with the kids, and then so I think it hit then, felt a bit weird, and then now it's like I feel cool, but I know there's a funeral to come. I've buried my mum, bro. The funeral is the toughest part, bro. Like, you've got the church service, which is all emotional and shit. People doing the speeches and whatnot, so you're up and down, you're happy, you're laughing at one moment, you're crying another. Then that realisation when you're putting them in the ground. And then the day after, you've got that empty feeling, like you've had the whole... Because black people, we have a celebration of life, don't we? So you have the whole celebration of life, and then after that, your phone don't ring as much. Everyone else's life goes on, innit?
Yeah.
You're still mourning.
Yeah.
So that's the part that I'm optimistic about. That's the part I'm thinking, yeah, I'm cool now. When the funeral hits and I get to that point, that's where...
It's when it's time to move on, because you don't want to move on.
That's when I've got to get strong. But I think I'm better equipped for it because I've dealt with my mum's death, and it's been so long. So I've mourned and I've grieved and I've built strength and I've understood that she's still with me, and I've got a better relationship with God. And so I feel like it won't be as much of a battle as the first time around. I think I'll be a lot better equipped. It's just praying and hoping that my kids are strong enough to weather the storm too. But they're saying all the right things at the moment, like, you know, it's part of life and it's to be, and, you know, you'd rather bury your pet. It's supposed to be the child that buries the parent as opposed to the parent burying the child. So I'm grateful that my dad never had to bury me. My mum never had to bury me or visit me in jail as well. I got to take my hat off to myself for that. So what?
No, like as you said, we try find the positives in everything, man.
You've got to see, man. Oh, it was driving mad, bro.
Like, the people who have still got one or both parents, you got to count yourself lucky, man. I'm one of them who's lucky enough to have had both, you know, both my parents in my life, seen both my parents, never mind had them in my life, and being across from you, meeting you, like, who's already... Even I got two little younger siblings who's lost their mum and they've only got their dad, and I felt like literally the moment you told me that he died, I rang my mum straight away, and then the first thing I said is, like, don't ever hold anything back and, like, tell me. I want to know everything. You know what I mean? I don't want you going through the stresses you're going through alone, because, you know, sometimes, especially if you know what's going on, they can try and hide and not try and tell you the seriousness of it, because
they try and protect you.
And they try and protect you. But nah, I don't want that. I don't want no surprises. I want to be able to prepare if you want
to be able to support them as well, and like support whatever, because you've been through stuff I've never been through with my parents, with your mum, in the last year or two.
Yeah.
So like, you want to be there to support her. You know what I mean?
Real talk, man.
And you've got to give thanks, like, that you've got that opportunity to, and be there to do it though. Like, and it's easy talking about it now that we're here, and you know, my dad just passed and emotions are high and whatnot. But I know I'm saying this to you, but I'm more saying it to the audience because I see how you are with your mum. It may be more of how you are with your dad. Is be around as much as you can, bro, man. You and your dad have got a decent relationship anyway, but be around, bro, man. Yeah, even though he might piss you off, like, my dad used to piss me off, bro. Like, we lived in the same house and didn't talk at times.
Yeah.
Piss me off, bro. I'm not going to sit here because he died and say it's a piss. I used to piss him off because I spoke to his brethren the other day, and she was saying, I don't even think she meant to say, she was like, oh, your dad used to say, boy, he's my son though, I've got to be there for him. So I know before that, he's like, he's a fucking idiot. But he's my son though, I've got to be there for him. Oh, he's a div, he crashed his car again. Hey, but he's my son, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what it is, isn't it? Like, you know, you've just, but like I say, my one message to everyone is, regardless of what you and your parents, your family, people you've grown and got a genuine love for, just reach out and be there for them as much as you can, bro. If they're drinking, just spend a little time with them. If it starts impacting your mental health, then distance yourself, because you're the most important person in your world. But be there for your parents, man, and your family.
Yeah, you don't want to be sitting there, even if you did live with them, thinking that, like, I could have done better.
Yeah.
And beating yourself up even more.
Bro, listen, right. If I had that in me right now, that would kill me right now, bro. Because there's other things that hurt. So if I had that as well, I'd be killing myself. And people might watch this and think, oh, but you could have done more for your dad. Your dad was on Chapel Town Road and drunk and in dirty clothes and they're carrying an order. And listen, my dad's ignorant. You think I could tell my dad anything? Do you know how much time I encourage my dad to go to bed or not go in Chapel Town? My dad's not listening to me. I'm a little boy to him. He's not taking no chat from no little boy. So, like, this is why I don't really care about people's opinions. Like, one of my brethren approached me on it.
To be honest,
but I'm like,
I don't think no one's gonna think like that.
No, people do, because a man approached me on it. A man that me and him are friends, and he's like, "Yo, you need to sort your dad out, man." And it's just an ignorant mentality, because, bro, you think my dad started drinking in 2025? You might have just seen him drinking 2024, 2025. This is an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
You haven't had conversations. You think I haven't cried. You think, bro, people don't even know, man.
Yeah,
people don't even know, bro. Trust me. People don't even know. I've cried tears. But, listen, I'm not even going to get into my kids' business on that, but, bro, it's been deep, man. We've been deep. We've tried, bro. My Uncle Lincoln, we took him to, my Uncle Lincoln's battling his own demons, but he still tried to help get my dad better. We took him to an Ethiopian church, tried getting him blessed, and, you know, we tried holy water. My daughter sent him a letter. I've still got a letter. I found a letter the other day. My daughter sent him a letter, pouring her heart out about how it's breaking her heart that he's drinking and stuff like that. But you see, when you're caught in addiction, bro. You can't. It's not that the person that's an addict don't love you, or they're just caught up, bro.
It's
not you. It's nothing to do with you. You can't change them. You can't change that. Like, there's bare times my dad stopped drinking, and that would have been for me and my kids. So I've got to take something from that, like, he tried for you.
And that's what you have to remember when you basically describe yourself as the common denominator, that it's not you.
Nah, it's not. That's what's keeping me cool. That's why I can talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's deeper than me. There's other things that was hurting them so much that they was blinded.
100%.
You get me? But there is times where you do think, and it's like, whoa, the lost the will to live. But yeah, man, it's life and so it go. But yo, anyway, you fuckers, like, share, and subscribe.
It's like you knew straight away.
You like, share, and subscribe.
You got it straight away.
And subscribe, because I've noticed, nobody liking, sharing, and subscribing no more.
And you know what we got to do? We got to keep doing it. We got to keep saying it, just like every other thing. Keep like, comment, subscribe, and press the hype button. There's a hype button. Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe. I didn't even know there was a hype button, but like, share, and subscribe, man.
You can only press the hype button if you subscribed.
We do a lot for this pod, so just like, share, and subscribe.
And we want to do more, man. We want to do more.
We put our heart and soul. We don't make nothing off of this. We put our heart and soul into it, man. Like I said, man, I'm morning and we're still giving you content. And that's not to fucking make you feel guilty. But feel guilty.
Feel guilty. I was just about to say that. Feel guilty.
Feel guilty.
Yeah.
You son of a guns. Because
you're going to do anything, like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Because
yo, send your love, man.
Trust me, it means a lot. It goes further. And I watch everything, bro. I watch all the comments. So send your comments, heartfelt comments, your opinions. Just send them over, man. And I'll react to as much as we can.
Yo, so, like, this is what I was going to ask, but, like, you don't have to answer it because you might just want to say it for the funeral. If there's anything that you want to say
to my pops,
to your pops, so it can play on repeat over and over again.
Do you know what? The one thing, bro, the one thing we never said to each other, I love you, pops, man. We never ever told each other that we love each other and that we're proud of each other. Like, don't get me wrong, I did big him up about how great of a bricklayer he was, and because I didn't even get into that, man. That taught me how to lay bricks. Like, I can lay bricks, bro. I can lay a footing, I could build an extension, I could do a dormer, I could build a house, like. But that taught me a lot, good, bad, and the ugly. So one thing I'd say to my pops is I love you, man, and I'm happy for you to be in a better place, bro. And selfishly, I wish you were still here for a bit longer, but
and definitely the things that you appreciate about him, because as you said, you know, there's a lot of times you'd be like, oh, yeah, you know, like he piss you off, like sometimes you just don't see eye to eye in certain things, or you don't like the way you are, a certain thing that you do, you don't like a certain thing that they do. But the last thing you want to be doing is telling them what you appreciate at the funeral. You want them to hear it
in real life,
and that's definitely one thing that I'm gonna do.
Definitely,
you know,
man.
and
even
I need to say my appreciations
for your pops and
you know what I mean.
Like, bro, like none of them are
pops and mum, man.
I'm pops and mum because
I've said it to my mum a few times, but I don't think I've ever really said it to my to
and
my
this
dad.
This is why I emphasise your dad, because I feel like as boys we are a bit closer to our mums and we show them a bit more appreciation than our dads and stuff. So I'd say your pops, man, just tell him, man, yo, big up pops, man, thank you for this, thank you. It's easy to focus on what they don't do or what they might do for one that they don't do for another, or this or that. But it's not easy to be like, yo, dad, thank you, man. You show me certain things, like
not even like thank you for even being there. Like, come on, we know where we are. We know what kind of we know. There's a lot of
deadbeat dads.
A lot of deadbeat dads.
My dad's been there in my life 37 years, bro.
Even though he had his demons, he was there. Most people would use them demons to be a deadbeat.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And use it as an excuse.
He
never, man. Never ran away from his responsibilities. And
real talk, man.
Even my family can say the same, man. They'll tell you the truth, bro. Like, my dad paid for people's christenings. When the baby fathers wanted to help out, give people money, and he expect nothing from it.
Yeah, big up
Enough
Carl,
people
man.
give blood. I've spent a couple, man. I've seen blood. I've had to hold people and keep people strong throughout this because, like I said, I was in cabin. I didn't even get to the Ralph. I'm talking to Ralph. Like, I had told Ralph that my dad's died. He was like, yo, my dad died, you know. Mama just looked at me. Like, you what? Mama started crying. I've had to grab him and saying, yo, hold it up, man. Where? Another day, I'm about to do school run, getting dressed. I seen one of my dad's friends. My dad used to drink with him, but big him up same way though. And he's come towards the gate. He's looked. I've seen him take a deep breath. Like, as soon as I've seen that, I felt for him. So I'm saying, yo, where I go out, Tony? I ran downstairs. Yo, where I go out? I'm gonna give him a hug. He said, you good? He's saying, And this is what people keep doing to me. They keep grabbing me and saying, "Are you good?" I'm saying, "I'm good, man. I'm as good as can be, man." And then he's like bawling and that, and then apologising for bawling. And I'm saying, don't apologise, man. This shit, as upsetting as it is, it warms my heart.
You try your hardest, man.
It's nice to see that people care. Because I'm sure through the highs and the lows of my dad's life,
make me cry.
he probably didn't. But you know, when he's going through it and he's feeling depressed and he's drinking, and he probably didn't think no one cared. Blood, the amount of people that have reached out to me, cousins have come to me, and cousins I haven't seen for years, and saying, "Yo, Uncle Tony was proper, man. Uncle Tony did this, Uncle Tony did that." And yeah, it's nice, bro. That's it. That's warmed my heart, man. That's them and my kids being good. Warmed my heart, bro.
Like obviously, knowing you, I've known you for what, 5 years now?
Well, we've been brethren for about 5.
Yeah, sorry, been brethren for 5. Known you longer, obviously, but been brethren for 5. And obviously, I met your dad pretty early. From coming to you. Yeah.
You're one of the people he likes as well. He don't really warm to people, you know.
And I got that feeling straight away. I didn't even know that it was later on when you said, "Oh, he don't really warm to people. You know, he actually likes you." But instantly, I thought, "Oh yeah, we get on." You know what I mean? But the one thing that he reminded me of is and I don't know why. Maybe it's because the smell of alcohol. But he reminded me of my Uncle Didi.
I thought he was gonna.
And he was obviously my closest uncle, you know, and all that stuff. Then he had his alcohol, he had his demons. But there's one thing that I can't speak for everyone, but it seems like the people with the worst demons have the cleanest warmest hearts.
Cleanest.
And it's like they'll give man the last penny.
The last.
You know what I mean? And even if they've never been on the receiving end of someone else's last penny.
Trust me.
You know what I mean?
Trust me, that's my dad.
And
them people, I don't.
And that's why from day one I thought, yeah, I'm giving you my own name, Pappa Sanks.
Yeah.
You
and
know what I
took
mean?
to it, and like I say, my dad's cold. Like he don't take to everyone, and he'll say like, "No, he's a div. I don't really like him. He's cold. Like he's cold, especially he's cold. But he liked you. He asked. Like, there was a time I didn't see you for a bit. He's like, "Where's Courtney?" I'm thinking, Because like when you'd come, he wouldn't give you, like, you'd be like, "Yes, Pappa Sanks." Yes, he won't give you much.
No, he wouldn't. He's like Elijah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He likes you, but you don't really. But I already knew that with Elijah. It's like Elijah. I knew he liked me. I just liked annoying him. I like playing that little game with him. But yeah, man, nah, fully get it. It was like an unspoken thing, man.
Yeah, and that's what it's like with a lot of people. Like, you won't think. Even Saraya said the same thing. You won't think, but then he'd talk highly of you. And I had the same thing. Like, I mentioned it on Carl's pod. Like, he never really told me he was proud of me, but then he'd talk highly of me to people. And they'd come back and say stuff like, "Oh, you were good at rugby. How come you didn't continue?" And I was thinking, "What are you on about?" And they said, "Oh, your dad was telling me." And I'm thinking, you hadn't talked.
I hope my dad talks about me like that behind my back.
You never know what they say behind your back. I hope I believe he probably does say the good. I believe he will say the good. But I think parents are hard on the kids because they're taught to be hard on. That's how their parents was with them. Tough love, being. That's the way that we're taught from. I always revert back to slavery, but I think that's just the way we're taught, man. But yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it's been an emotional one, guys.
R.I.P. Pappa Sanks, man.
R.I.P. Dad, man. It's gonna take some getting used to, but yeah, man. I'm gonna miss his grumpy ass, man.
But yeah,
calling people divs and shit. Yeah, just call everyone a div.
Yeah, it's really got the div from, man.
Yeah, trust me.
But again, we're gonna say it one more time: like, comment, and subscribe. Press the hype button. You know, send your condolences, but subscribe.
Yeah, man.
You know, as well.
Please.
This is Say It With You. Blood clot chest.